Hey guys, welcome back to PC Building Simulator. We're here in the original workshop to commemorate a big deal. Recently, I guess this has technically been maybe a couple days ago, but finally, after much waiting, they finally released an update to PC Building Simulator on consoles. So it has been a long time since the console release of PC Building Simulator, and since release, I think it's received no major updates, maybe just some small performance updates and small stuff, but nothing really feature adding. Meanwhile, the PC version has been getting tons of updates, introducing all these cool new parts, like this RTX 2080 Super from EVGA, introduced in the 1.7 update, and consoles just sat there. They got nothing. They got no features. They got nothing. None of these new 2080 Ti's from EVGA. None of these new Ryzen Tech cases, Trident Z Neo. Some of these things dropped in 1.7, but yeah, console's finally been updated, and it's basically been updated to I don't know exactly what the version number is on console. I think it might vary between Xbox, PS4, and the Nintendo Switch, but it's like 1.10 or 1.11 maybe is kind of what I've seen floating around. But basically, as far as what's in the update, you can think of it, and a regular corporation, the developer of the game, have explained it as feature parity with version 1.6 of the PC version of PC Building Simulator. So that's good. That's most of the stuff that's in the game at this point. It's obviously not all of it because we're on to version 1.7.1 or something like that, but 1.7 really is the big, most recent update, introducing some different parts, like this case, actually, from an aside. This is great. I've got all these great demo pieces in my workshop here. But 1.6 adds a ton of stuff from where consoles were at, because consoles are basically at feature parity 1.2 update of PC Building Simulator on PC. So there's been a lot of new stuff. So they put out a nice blog post on a regular corporation's blog explaining some of these updates. But just to give you guys an idea of all the new things that have been added that just weren't there on console. We've got tons of new water cooling gear. So I guess I'll just open up. Let's open up our inventory here. We got water cooling gear, so they would have had all the EK stuff, but we wouldn't have had anything from Ryzen Tech, nothing from Alpha Cool, none of that existed, nothing from the Corsair HydraX still isn't there. That was introduced in 1.7. So tons of new water cooling as that goes. There's tons of new things with reservoirs from Alpha Cool. We got the Ryzen Tech water coolers here, not the Corsair blocks. Those came in 1.7. And same deal, same brands kind of through the blocks. And as far as water-cooled GPUs, I don't think we had any water-cooled 2080 Ti's before. It looks like they added those in this update to console. We'd also get all the Alpha Cool stuff. So lots of new possibilities as far as water cooling goes. We won't have the EVGA 2080 Ti for sure. And I can't remember when they added the Zotac Gaming 2080 Ti. That one might have made it. I'm not sure. You can look at their blog post, and I'll have that link down in the description to check that out and see exactly the whole full parts list. I don't know. I'm not sure how inclusive it is, because they don't mention the addition of any CPUs, and we know that they would have added Ryzen 3rd Gen. I can't remember. Let's see. What? Let me look. Let's look, because I can look. There's this really great spreadsheet online that shows when everything was introduced, which has been seriously a lifesaver for trying to dissect and understand when all this stuff got added. So Ryzen 3rd Gen was added in the 1.5 update. So presumably that was added. It's not in the blog post, but it should have been added. So I don't know why they didn't mention it. They did add some they mentioned some motherboards. There's a couple X570 boards that came in 1.6, and so those are in there on console. But yeah, I mean, we'll have all the 3rd gen Ryzen CPUs, including the 3950X. So yeah, they didn't mention that. And then I guess that would also have added the newer Threadripper processors maybe as well. I'm not exactly, when were those at? It's hard to keep a lot of this straight. Oh no, I guess. Oh no, like the 2990 was in the original. Well, it was in the 1.0 version. Okay, so all the Threadripper stuff was there, but none of the Ryzen 3rd Gen was there, and so it should be there now. So that's super exciting, and we've got a couple X570 boards to use there, and you can obviously go back and use previous generation with those chips as well. So that's cool. We've got a few new RAM options, not a ton there. Lots of cases, lots of really great cases like Corsair's Obsidian Series 1000D. So, oh, that's 100D. But yeah, big boy, 1000D, right? And another case that's big, but I think was missing from the console version. This is kind of what I've gotten from some stuff I've seen online, but the Enya, which you guys all know that we've done some of our like most high-end builds, and it's cool because it supports 2 reservoirs, so you can do a couple loops. It's very difficult to actually connect everything. I don't even know if it's possible anymore. I've not been able to do it anymore, but I used to be able to. I used to be better. I don't know what's wrong with me. But I'm not sure if the Enya's in here. It was added in 1.2, so it should have been in the console version before, but as far as I know, it wasn't. And it sounds like it maybe still isn't in the game. Let me know, though, down below. Definitely drop a comment if it is in the game, because I'm super curious to know if it actually made it in. But we've got some other things. As far as cases, we've got open benches. So when they added test benches in, what was that version, like 1.5 or something. So those are on console now, which is exciting because those are kind of fun to play with. Yeah, and tons of new cases. We got a few from NZXT. We've got all the stuff from Lian Li, which is pretty darn exciting. FSP was a more recent addition to the game. Yeah, Silverstone, a couple of Raging Techs. We got a bunch of case fans, Raging Tech, Inwin, FSP. Nothing too crazy there. Lian Li's got some. And we've got, we've also got some new AIOs from Raging Tech and Silverstone. Air coolers from Raging Tech. Lots of new graphics cards. And they added even more in 1.7 that wouldn't be in the console version yet, but presumably will come eventually. So we've got lots more like third-party AIB options for the RTX 20 series cards. We've got some other options, even some more options for like AMD's Vegas and RX 580, 590, 560. So yeah, lots of good additions there, and then the water-cooled cards I mentioned as well. Oh, also the 1660 Ti I think is new. I don't remember when that was dropped, but that's in there. So we got some other like kind of mid-range cards, which is cool too. So lots more graphics card options in the console version as well. The additional water cooling is super great, and also peripherals are something that were added. I'm not sure, but those are now on console, so you can change out your monitors, and they added these Asus ROG monitors. There are different keyboards. There's headsets. There's this mic over here from HyperX. That's in the console version as well. What other peripherals? Wow. Mouse mats. Maybe a word there before. I can't remember. Mice. So those are all in there. Kind of nice to have those options on console as well. Lots of new motherboards. A bunch of Z390 boards from ASRock. We've got addition of Colorful, which is a later manufacturer that was added to the game. So they've got some other boards. They've also got some graphics cards. So yeah, we've got stuff from MSI as far as motherboards go. It's good. We got power supplies. Some, they're not that interesting. FSP was kind of one of the big additions as far as power supplies go, and some other stuff to round it out. Some storage. We did get some new storage options in a few builds ago, and then we got a bunch in 1.7 as well. The 1.7 ones aren't there yet, but still there's some good additions there. Some new M.2s from Patriot Viper, HyperX. We've got their RGB SSDs. Kind of fun. Let's see, the RGB SSDs, the 2.5-inch RGB, these guys right here, yes. And then, yeah, Patriot Viper had some stuff. I think they also, is it these ones, the VPR? Yeah, VPR and the VPN. Yeah, so those are all added in the console update as well, which is really great. And yeah, I guess that's like a look at it. And as far as workshops go, the reason we're in this workshop really is because if you're on console, this is still the only workshop in the game. But you can do this, I think. I presume. I mean, I'm just assuming. You can do this, and you can do this. We can go Christmas. We can go Halloween. Sure, we're a little late. We missed the holidays. We missed them both. But yeah, the only workshop in the game is this one. So we can't access any of these guys, the Razer Workshop, the Asus ROG Workshop, or the NZXT Workshop. They're not in the game yet, but they did say in their update that they've laid the groundwork for porting those in, and they'll be coming out in the next big update to PC Building Simulator on console, coming, quote, later this year, along with yet yet more new parts, which is exciting. I will say I'm also a little bit skeptical with how long it took them to update the game in the first place. Hopefully the next update comes more quickly. But hey, I want to hear from you guys who are playing on consoles. Let me know how the update's working for you. I've heard some things about people having some issues with data loss, corrupted save files. I've seen it multiple times in multiple places in my comments and a couple threads. Let me know how it's going for you guys and what you think of the update so far. Let me know if I missed any big additions. And yeah, hopefully it's way more fun. I've felt very bad for console players for a long time, because they can't make super great, beautiful computers. Like, well, you can't make this one still because the AAO and the graphics cards still aren't in the game for you, I think, because they came in 1.7. Same with these big fat fans. This is like a 1.7 computer. I'm sorry, this is a terrible computer to show you, but still, there's so many good machines that you can make now that you couldn't make before. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the update on console. Let me know what you guys think. And hey, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy and you want to see more, go ahead and subscribe. And thanks so much for watching, guys. I will see you in the next video. See ya.